Hello everyone and welcome to the X finale of Mega Man X4. And we're starting off this part really quickly with a boss rush that is every Mega Man game, practically every Capcom game has, really. And unlike I did in the classic series, I will be speeding this up and be playing music. The song, I'll get to what it is later, but until then, which is about 2 minutes of gameplay, music time! That boss rush took 8 minutes. But anyway, that song that was played was the Man with the Machine Gun, the Laguna's battle theme from Final Fantasy VIII. I suggest you check out the full song, even though you pretty much heard it fully looped there. So how do you guys think I handled that boss rush? I actually really want to know. Anyway, this is Sigma, the main villain of this game, as it turns out. The guy from the beginning of the game, we only seen like 3 cutscenes overall. And only heard in 4. He's also the villain of Mega Man X1, X's 1, 2, 3. I might as well spoil this and say 5. In fact, X5 he's seen in the first cutscene, so X. What the hell just happened? Well, I'm gonna have to edit that part out. Anyway, Sigma here is weak against the fire thing. And don't mind I forgot this. The save state stuff that you're seeing. I remember I played this on an emulator, and this was my second take of the battle, and I completely forgot I had used save states in this battle. That kinda sucks. Well, at least if you couldn't tell at this point, I am using an emulator. And I didn't really use save states at all until here, actually. Oh, and since I'm just bringing this up now, but this background right there in the back is actually recycled from Mega Man Extreme 2 as for the certain boss fights in that. I'm not sure why Sigma uses the scythe in this game. Because let's see, Mega Man X1 he used a lightsaber, X2 Wolverine claws, X3 Captain America throws his mighty shield. What does he use in X5? I haven't played X5 in a while. I left a lot of save states in there.
Tremble with terror, you are finished.
Now the final boss against Sigma here. He has two forms to him in this part. This gigantic head, which will suck you in or blow you out depending on what the mood he's feeling in. Now, Sigma here can only be damaged by two things from my experience at least. Fully charged X-Buster and the Nova Strike. Guess which one I end up using a lot. And this is the second part, which is that thing we were seeing before. And these three Sigma heads have elements corresponding to them. Red shoots fire, yellow lightning, and blue ice. Now, this is actually still an easy boss, but the one thing that might throw you off is the amount of damage he does. He can do quite a number, especially when he's just this head. Also, that may not be the only failure earlier on with the save states in this part. Just forget that happened. Well, then again, I did do all of Akamajou Densetsu with that, but then again, that's a hard game. But for some reason, my emulator failed somewhat in this part. And I'll tell you when it happens. About a little later into the fight. But I'll tell you when it happens. But yeah, this is the final battle of the X playthrough, and now he's doing his blow attack, which is pathetic. So yeah, really not much else to say other than keep careful not to get hit by some of his try to be on your toes as possible because his attacks can hurt. Make sure to attack any opportunity you can, but don't run into this damn guy. And yeah, if you do just that, you should be pretty fine. This isn't a hard final boss at all. Although the LP curse kind of hit me off screen because this is my third attempt at this boss fight. But other than that, you should be fine. Just play your cards right, and don't underestimate him, and you should be pretty good. Although one thing I've forgotten when I recorded this is that they both have their own individual life buff bars. I thought they shared half of a life bar, but I guess that was just my memory failing me, which has been happening a lot lately, more than I wish. And there's the emulator fail. In case you can't hear, it switched from the final boss tune and went right into Frost Walrus's stages theme. I'm not sure why it did. My emulator is freaking out on me with this particular game. I don't know why at all. But now the final boss is dead. See you in the next game, Sigma. It's inevitable at this point. Hey. Sigma, you are still as ugly as you have ever been. He's always had that exact same face. He even brings back the scars which X put on him in Mega Man X anime movie and the remake of the original. So anyway, it seems that this mountain cannot be stopped. All humanity is doomed. Game over. No, just kidding. The general here is gonna stop the weapon with his body, and with this, not only kill him, but almost the entirety of Repliforce as well. Repliforce is kind of dead, but anyway, cutscene time.
This is Maverick Hunter Headquarters.
Zero.
It's good to see you're safe, X. I was really worried about you.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's all over. Go home and rest. You've earned it.
But Zero, what if I become one of the Mavericks?
Don't ask such a silly question. I'm breaking contact now.
Wait, Zero! I'm serious. Zero, if I become a Maverick, you have to take care of me.
Don't be ridiculous. Now hurry on back.
Promise me. Zero.
That voice actor gets to me. I'm never gonna get over that. But anyway, that's the end of the X playthrough, everyone. Now, as a small review of the X playthrough, I gotta admit, the X playthrough of this is probably one of my favorite Mega Man X games. Probably second, actually, next to X8. This game, if you, I'm not gonna give my full final opinion on the game until I complete the Zero playthrough, but as a game, as the X playthrough itself, it's actually a really fun game. The music for itself is very nice. The voice acting is hilarious for this playthrough. Although I still hate that actress. Good! It's only for Mega Man Classic. Ah! Nerd rage. But, yeah. That's it. That's the end of X4, even still. Now, this is actually, of the two storylines, this is the canon one, even though certain things apparently also carried over from Zero's storyline, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. But X and Zero live happily ever after until the next game. All of Rebel Force is destroyed, except for a certain faction, which we'll be seeing at a later date. And the Earth is safe for now. And actually, also, one thing I wanted to bring up. You might have noticed Zero's voice actor there, right? He's no one in particular, but his voice is very meme-worthy in a certain cutscene later on. In about maybe part 9, which is going to be part 4 of Zero's. And I'm not sure why that base is taking so long to explode. The Death Star exploded quicker than this. But anyway, I'm gonna have to thank Capcom for giving us such a fantastic game, even for But then again, this was released in 1999, 1997-ish. I don't remember. But still, fantastic game. I recommend you all play it. I'm still going to do the Zero playthrough. I'm not sure when I'm going to start recording that. Probably tomorrow. Which for you guys will be the 27th. But if you want context, the day I start recording Zero's playthrough is the day the final part of Toho Mania is going up. But, yeah. Presented by Capcom. And time for an epic monologue. And 3, once the music changes. Also, by the way, I've always loved the stage select theme out of all the Mega Man X's. Monologue voice activated. Or resistant epilogue. The battle has ended, yet somehow X doesn't feel quite right. What caused all those robots to turn into Mavericks? Will it happen to me someday? Has X just realized his tragic destiny? It appears that X will have to solve this mystery one day soon. In Mega Man X5. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you guys next part for the Zero playthrough. See you then.